Welcome to the CompTIA Project Plus Prepcast by baremetalcyber.com. Verification and validation are two cornerstone activities that ensure a deliverable is both built correctly and fulfills the needs it was intended to meet. These processes are distinct yet complementary, with verification focusing on whether the work aligns with agreed specifications and validation confirming whether it truly serves the business purpose. Both operate within the quality management framework, shaping how a project team measures success. Alongside these activities, post-implementation support provides the structure for maintaining performance and stability once the deliverable is in the hands of users. Verification is the process of checking deliverables against documented design specifications, technical requirements, and other predefined criteria. Its central question is, did we build it right? A purely technical lens that focuses on conformity to plan. Verification work includes inspections, peer reviews, walkthroughs, and formal test execution. These activities are typically embedded throughout the development phases, ensuring that problems are caught early instead of waiting until the product is complete. Where verification confirms adherence to a plan, validation asks a different question. Did we build the right thing? This is the process of assessing whether the deliverable meets the business need or intended purpose for which it was created. It is primarily concerned with usability, effectiveness, and stakeholder satisfaction. Typical validation activities include user acceptance testing, functional demonstrations, and evaluation in a pilot environment. Validation often occurs toward the end of the project lifecycle when the product is nearly ready for release. The key difference between verification and validation lies in their focus and audience. Verification is largely an internal exercise, driven by specifications and executed by the project or technical team. Validation is externally focused, driven by stakeholder needs, and executed with their direct involvement. Verification tends to happen early and repeatedly, while validation often comes near project closeout. Both are essential, relying on only one risks, either technical flaws or a product that fails to meet real-world needs. Planning for verification and validation begins with the quality management plan, which defines how, when, and by whom these activities will be carried out. This plan links verification and validation milestones to project phases and deliverable due dates, ensuring they are not left as last-minute tasks. It also specifies the roles, tools, and documentation methods that will be used. Early planning is critical to avoid the common pitfall of compressing or skipping tests when schedules tighten. Stakeholders play a central role in validation activities, beginning with the definition of acceptance criteria. They participate in validation tests, offering feedback on usability, completeness, and overall fitness for purpose. Their input determines whether deliverables are accepted, rejected, or revised. In most formal project environments, stakeholder sign-off is a required step before the deliverable can be considered officially closed. Verification activities take several forms, each tailored to the type of deliverable and phase of the project. Walkthroughs provide informal but structured reviews of documents, designs, or code, allowing peers to identify gaps or errors. Inspections are more formal, often using checklists to confirm compliance and completeness. Test case execution verifies specific technical functions and performance under defined conditions. Static analysis, reviewing code or logic without executing it, can also uncover defects before they manifest in operation. Validation activities similarly vary by project. User acceptance testing is perhaps the most recognized, allowing end users to confirm that the system works for their day-to-day needs. Pilot rollouts place the product into a live or simulated environment to test its performance under realistic conditions. Demonstrations offer stakeholders a guided experience of the product, highlighting key features and workflows. Formal sign-off at the end of validation either signals readiness for release or triggers corrective actions. There are common challenges with verification and validation that project managers must anticipate. Incomplete test coverage can leave critical issues undiscovered until after release. Rushed timelines often lead to superficial validation, missing the opportunity for meaningful feedback. Lack of stakeholder engagement diminishes the value of validation efforts, as the right perspectives may be missing from the process. Poor documentation of tests and results undermines traceability, making it harder to prove compliance or perform audits later. Integrating verification and validation into the project lifecycle depends on the methodology being used. Agile teams incorporate both activities into every iteration, ensuring continuous quality checks. Waterfall projects tend to separate them into distinct phases: verification during development and validation near closing. Hybrid approaches combine ongoing verification with scheduled validation milestones. Regardless of method, V and AMP-V should be adapted to the project's size, complexity, and risk profile. Traceability tools, such as requirements traceability matrices, can strengthen validation by mapping each user need to a specific deliverable feature. This mapping shows exactly where and how requirements have been addressed, making it easier to identify gaps before final acceptance. These tools also provide a clear, auditable record for compliance and quality assurance purposes, which is valuable in regulated industries. Verification and validation can be measured using defined metrics to monitor their effectiveness. Test coverage percentage indicates how much of the system has been checked. The number of defects discovered per phase highlights where quality issues are emerging. Pass/fail rates track how many items meet quality standards on the first attempt. Time to resolution measures how long it takes to address defects after they are found. Together, these metrics inform performance reviews and guide quality improvement plans. In summary, verification ensures that work is done right, while validation ensures that the right work is done. Together, they form a comprehensive quality assurance approach that reduces rework, supports compliance, and builds stakeholder confidence. Properly planned, executed, and documented, these activities help ensure that deliverables are both technically sound and valuable to the people who will use them. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Post-implementation support begins immediately after the deliverable is deployed or handed over to its intended operational environment. This phase is designed to ensure that the product continues to function as expected under real-world conditions, not just in testing scenarios. Support activities focus on maintaining stability, resolving early issues, and assisting users during the initial adoption period. By providing structured support after launch, organizations protect the business value of the project and minimize disruptions to operations. The transition from the project team to operations or support teams is a critical handoff that requires thorough preparation. Deliverables should be accompanied by detailed technical and user documentation, ensuring that the new owners of the system can manage it effectively. Training sessions for support staff are often held to transfer knowledge about configurations, workflows, and troubleshooting procedures. During the early stages, the project team may assist with stabilization, helping resolve issues quickly, and building the operational team's confidence. Clear planning for this transition ensures accountability and continuity of service. Support documentation is a cornerstone of effective post-implementation support. Technical specifications help diagnose and resolve issues without guesswork, while user guides and FAQs assist in resolving common questions. Contact lists for escalation ensure that critical issues are directed to the right people without delay. Properly maintained documentation not only reduces resolution time, but also supports compliance requirements and facilitates audits. Comprehensive records improve the self-sufficiency of the support team, reducing ongoing reliance on the project team. Many organizations establish a warranty period immediately after go-live to provide an additional layer of assurance. This defined period, often ranging from a few weeks to several months, allows the project team to resolve defects or make minor enhancements at no extra cost to the client or user community. The warranty period serves as a buffer for stabilizing the solution, addressing unforeseen issues, and ensuring smooth adoption. Documenting the terms of the warranty, including its scope, duration, and limitations, sets clear expectations and prevents misunderstandings. Capturing and addressing early defects after implementation is a key focus of the support phase. Monitoring tools, user feedback, and help desk reports often reveal issues that did not surface during testing. These defects are typically prioritized according to their impact on business operations and are addressed under the warranty or via formal change control processes. Establishing early feedback loops allows for rapid refinement of the solution, improves user satisfaction, and supports the long-term success of the deliverable. Measuring post-deployment success requires clear metrics that were often defined during earlier phases of the project. Uptime statistics, system performance stability, and user satisfaction ratings all provide insight into the effectiveness of the deployed solution. Service-level agreements and key performance indicators, if established during planning, act as benchmarks for evaluating support performance. Feedback forms, usage analytics, and patterns in help desk tickets can highlight areas for improvement and guide decisions about future enhancements or training initiatives. User training and adoption support are essential for ensuring that the deliverable is used effectively. Training may include formal classes, interactive workshops, or online tutorials. Quick reference guides and live demonstrations can help bridge the gap between formal training and day-to-day use. In many cases, poor adoption rates are not the result of design flaws, but rather insufficient training or lack of accessible support resources. High adoption rates are an indicator of a well-managed transition and effective user enablement. Managing enhancement requests post-launch is a natural part of the support cycle. As users become familiar with the system, they often identify ways it could be improved. These enhancements can range from small interface tweaks to significant functional changes. Each request should be reviewed for its impact, feasibility, and alignment with organizational goals. Approved enhancements are either implemented in minor updates or documented for inclusion in future releases, often routed through formal change control processes. A support escalation path ensures that issues are addressed by the appropriate personnel in a timely manner. Tiered support models are common, with frontline teams handling routine issues, mid-tier teams addressing more complex problems, and top-tier specialists resolving critical or highly technical cases. Clearly defining escalation levels and responsibilities improves response times, maintains service quality, and builds user trust in the support process. Integrating lessons learned from the support phase strengthens future projects and operational practices. Real-world usage often uncovers risks, design limitations, or process gaps that were not apparent during development. Documenting these insights in a lessons learned repository allows the project management office or governing body to update templates, refine risk management strategies, and improve quality control measures for future initiatives. This practice contributes to organizational maturity in both project execution and operational support. Supporting change requests after launch requires careful governance. Even after formal project closure, changes to scope, processes, or functionality may be necessary. These changes should follow established change control protocols, including risk assessment, cost analysis, and validation before implementation. While the project team's role diminishes, the responsibility for managing ongoing change shifts to operational owners, ensuring that the system continues to evolve in alignment with business needs. In summary, verification and validation ensure that the deliverable is correct and fit for purpose, while post-implementation support ensures its long-term success. A clear transition process, thorough documentation, targeted training, and active monitoring set the stage for sustainable operations. By capturing early feedback, responding to enhancement requests, and integrating lessons learned, organizations protect the value of the project and maintain stakeholder trust well beyond the delivery date. Thank you for listening. Please follow baremetalcyber.com on social media and check out our books at cyberauthor.me.